you're not. Like there's a spectrum of everything. There's just nothing is binary.
Okay, well then, so put this on your spectrum: a can of iced tea in the freaking mouth. Um, could you imagine hitting somebody in the mouth with a can and then not being knocked out? Holy shit! So here's the thing: that dude, one, did he deserve to get smashed in the face with the iced tea? And two, the comma, that's gonna be forever. Like that meme is never going away. Ever, 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 ever. Like there was some like the one lady, the original lady on her cell phone that become the meme, right? Like the lady that's calling the cops, that's forever. And then the lady choking her dog, that's forever. But getting smashed in the face with an exploding iced tea and then never having punched anything and shaking your hands off like you were just in a fight. Like, what? I watched that video 50 times at least. Like, what is he shaking his hands for? I watch his hands the whole time. They never do nothing. He's just like, oh man, I don't get it. Okay, put that on the spectrum then.
I mean, he absolutely deserved it. I feel like
Yeah.
that's just the given.
But can't we just reform him? Can't we just show him the error in his ways? Can't we show him how maybe he
See,
can
that's the hard
grow?
part. Who's to say that all this public shaming that he's now gonna get doesn't help him in a way to become a better person? And it's all like you don't know. But this could be one of those moments where 4 or 5 years later, he's still getting yelled stuff, and he's like, man, like I don't think that man ever says the word. I won't say ever again because he's going to tell the story for like a week and he's going to say it a bunch. But then after that point, he's going to stop because he's going to continue to get abused with this stuff. He'll live on it for a little bit, but then it'll turn so bad for him. I think we should at least have an opportunity to see if he does it.
But where and how? Like where would that occur? Like on a
See, that's the hard
Facebook
part.
Live tribunal? Like we don't have a mechanism for this.
I was trying to think of one, and I couldn't come up with one. I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't do it. So that is the whole.
You're not alone. Nobody knows.
It's the hole in the.
I'm just glad that Halloween is so far away so that everybody is not just walking around with a twisted tea stuck to their face trying to be a Halloween. But this only shows people not to be racist, not to be racist, right? Because it's just going to make them sneakier. But you still have to do it, right? They need to be drugged a little bit. They need the mariachi band. The mariachi band is my favorite solution so far that I've seen to when this happens. Like, why is there a mariachi band out in front of your house? Well, it's a long story, but it involves me being racist. So, yeah. And then, but eventually people are going to forget about most of these people and they're just going to integrate back to society until somebody is like, at their new job, is like, I can't put my finger on where I know you. You're the lady with the turd in the toilet in the selfie with the pink bra, right? You guys know that lady. If you've seen her, you'll be like, you had the turd in your toilet. Is that lady gonna be enough to dissuade everybody else from not flushing their toilet or not flushing their toilet? Right? If you go to your friend's house and they got doo-doo stains on the back of their toilet that you can't pee off, because a good friend, you're just gonna try to pee them off. But if you can't, do you rug them? Do you drag them? So many questions. Hey, look, you guys okay? We got 1 minute left. Tell me how you really feel.
I gotta say there is that bit of this generation is the younger generation is growing up differently, and so a 30-year-old man seeing somebody get smacked in the face with tea because he said the N-word does not teach me not to say it. Right? It teaches me not to do it on camera. But there are 12 and 13-year-olds at home getting on World Star and watching these videos, and they are learning things from that. Now, some of it, they think it's cool watching a dude get bashed in the face with twisted tea, and that'll never go away. But there is a bit that they're growing up seeing things differently than we did.
I think that's true, but also the negative side of that is that because like I grew up where like at the tail end of MySpace, like when I first got a MySpace when it was like dying. Um, and then when I had Facebook, it was still to the point where you didn't ever feel like anything you said on Facebook was like going to live forever and it might affect your job and stuff like that. But the kids now, they know like if I tweet some shit, like that might stop me from getting a job in 10, 20 years. But because of that, they're not allowed to like say stupid shit and have their friends say, yo, that was some stupid shit. And we're gonna like talk about it in our little friend group, and like maybe you might get punched, but you getting punched is gonna be way different than you getting a twisted tea like for the entire world to see and stuff. Like, so there are no just like I got hit in the face, or like I didn't benefit from like I got hit in the face for talking shit. Instead, now you get hit in the face, and now you're on World Star, and your lesson is a way different lesson than if your friends would have just been like, "Yo, you're gonna have to get socked for that."
Yo, shout out to that dude who was in the moment, realized he was going to have to do something because of the G code, looked down in his hand and realized the whole world was about to know that this fool drinks twisted tea. And he was like, man, that's why the world changed when they started putting the 40 ounces in those plastic bottles. In the old days, if there was somebody being mean to you in a parking lot, you'd be like, all right, I'm just going to go buy a 40 real quick and smash this dude in the head. But now you see what happens. They got plastic 40 bottles and twisted teas that won't even knock a dude out. He hit that dude square. If you have a cleft lip, he hit you right where your cleft lip would be. And right there in that little spot between your lip and your nose, that should knock everything out. Instead, all I did was open the can for him. It's just laying on the ground. Watch it 50 times. You'll see everything. That dude didn't punch anybody either. Hey, that's an hour, you guys. If you're listening to us for the first time on one of our new things, thanks for joining us, everybody on Pandora, iTunes, Stitcher. There's like 10 of them. If you're listening to this in India now, my friend Greg and my friend Josh are really awesome. You can find Greg at Gregory McKelvey on Twitter. And Josh is Shut Up Stupid 13. All right, I'm not playing that Nipsey Hussle until I buy the rights from it. So I'm just saying 5,000 G's.